Hi guys, let's make a perfect vintage cam color shirt. I'm Cynthia and you're welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making this beautiful unisex vintage shirt. So if this is something you're interested in, just keep watching this video to the end. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so and let's get into it. So welcome back. So this is the fabric we are going to be making use of, and we are having 1.5 yard. So I'll go ahead and cut out the piece that we'll be needing. So guys, this is the piece we are going to be using for the front, and this is what it's looking like. So what I did was dividing the highest part of my body by 4, and I add 5 inches. This 5 inches that you saw me folding right now, that is for a potting stand, and I went ahead to divide my balls by 4 and I add extra 2 inches to it. That is what I'm using as my working space. And mind you, my balls is the highest part of my body, is the biggest part of my body. Then the length of my shirt is 26 inches. The length of my shirt is 26 inches. Then for the back piece, our back piece, the only difference between the back and the front is that extra 5 inches that we added for the front piece. So the back is just our balls divided by 4 and we add extra 2 inches for ease, and also the length of the back is longer than that of the front. So now this is what you are going to do. You go ahead and align your front up on your back part like this. You can see that the back is longer than the front piece. So now the amount we need for the back to be more than the front is 3 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark 3 inches at that point. So I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches at that point like this. As you can see me doing, I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches. So the back will be more than the front with just 3 inches. Now go ahead and cut out the excess because you are not going to be needing it. So you are not going to be needing it. Just go ahead and cut out the excess, then trim out the excess at that down part as well. Now go ahead and bring up the front so that it can be equal with the back at that point. Now you want to take your shoulder slant. So the shoulder slant for a vintage shirt is 3 inches or 4 inches. We are going to make use of 3 inches. For a vintage shirt, your shoulder slant should be 3 inches. Then go ahead and connect it with your straight ruler to the tip of that center part like this. As you see me doing, go ahead and connect it like this. Then you'll be trimming it out. You'll be cutting it out like you see me doing. Just go ahead and cut it out. Now this is what it should look like. Now before I bring down the front part, I'll be going down by 1/2 inch on that part that you see right here. I'll go ahead and go down by 1/2 inch. So I'll just use my chalk and my ruler and I'll be marking 1/2 inch at that point. So do the same thing because this 1/2 inch will be serving as our shoulder joining allowance. Go ahead and do it. Now pull down the front part like this to be equal on the down part with that of the back. Then you will now bring the excess like this. Go ahead and overlap it. Now you're overlapping on that 1/2 inches that you came down by on the front part. That should be where you overlap this excess from the back. Now go ahead and use your iron and iron it down, or you can equally make use of your pin to hold it down. If there is no light, use your pin to hold it down, or you iron it out like this. Now you can see that that part came out, but it's not an issue. That is how it should be like. Now I'll go ahead and start taking my shoulder measurement. Now watch where I'm taking my shoulder measurement at that tip. So I'll be inserting 1/2 of my shoulder measurement there. So your total shoulder divided by 2, you insert the 1/2 of it. Now from that part, place your tape on that part. So I'm just confirming my shoulder measurement. Place your tape here and mark your upper chest line. So how I got my upper chest was my bust circumference divided by 6 and I add extra 1.5 inches. Then I want that part to be free. I also add extra 1/2 inches, making a total of 2 inches that I add on it. So now I'll go ahead and mark half of my shoulder measurement also at that point to have a straight line. So once I was done doing that, I'll be going up by 3 inches from that line. Then I'll be going in by half an inch. Then I will use my straight ruler first to connect it like this to that shoulder part. Then I will be inserting my bust circumference, but this time around you'll be dividing your bust circumference by 4 inches. Now I'll divide my bust circumference by 4. Then I will go ahead and add 2 extra inches to it. So 1 inch will be serving as extra ease allowance, while another the extra one will be serving as our sewing allowance for closing of this dress. Then use your curve ruler and connect the armhole so that you can draw out your armhole. Now guys, to get a perfect neck depth or neckline for your dress, go ahead and measure your neck circumference. Just measure your neck circumference and divide it by 4 for your neck depth first. See how I place my tape to mark that. If you divide your neck circumference by 4, you'll be having 3.75 inches. That's what I have. Then half of that should be for your neck width. You go ahead and divide what you have and get your neck width and connect it. Please watch as I connect this. See how I connect it from the top. So I mark 3.75 downwards from there. Then I'll go ahead and connect it like this. Then I'll also make a curve there. I didn't have my curve ruler at this point to do that, so I used my free hand to connect it. So my neck depth is 3.75 inches depending on your neck circumference. So my neck circumference was 15. When I divided by 4, I have 3.75 inches, and half of that 3.75 inches was what I insert for my neck width. Now I add half inch on that my armhole part. So I added half inch on that my armhole part. Now I'll go ahead and see how I'm cutting this. You remove the back part first and cut the neck, the front neckline first. Then you go ahead and fold the back and then cut the back neckline. Please, I hope you get what I'm saying. Don't cut the neckline together, just cut it as you see me doing. Cut the front neckline first, then you go ahead and cut the back neckline as well. You can see how it's having that curve there. Now I'll go ahead and cut out the armhole area right now. So that will be all for the cutting of this particular shirt. You can see what it's looking like. Now I'll go ahead and remove the back piece. So I want to remove the back piece and drop aside. You can see what the back piece is looking like. Go ahead and drop this aside and bring back your front piece, because we are going to be starting with that part. Now for our front piece, I want to open up that extra fold I have. I'm just notching my crease line even though I have a line there. Now go ahead and separate that front part. I'll just go ahead and open it up so that the front can be in 2 pieces. So I'll just go ahead and open up that extra 5 inches allowance that I added to the front. So that 5 inches is very important. So this is what it's looking like. Now the next thing we are going to do now, you can see what is looking like for the front. The next we are going to do now is to add our interfacing to that part that we add 5 inches. So you can add your interfacing to be up to 6 inches, but it shouldn't exceed. See what mine is looking like. So mine is more than the 5 inches with just 1 inch. So this is what it should look like. This is what it should look like. So this is what it should look like. It should be more than that crease line by 1 inches. Now this is our front piece. This is our crease line. When you fold it like this, you'll be seeing our crease line. Now we want to bring out half inches for our button stand. Now that crease line that we went in by 5 inches before, we are going to be coming out by half inches again for our button stand. So you can make use of 0.75 inches if you want, but half inches was okay for me, so I make use of half inches. So when you bring out half inches, you find out that the neckline will not align again, and what you'll be left with for the excess inside is 4.5 inches. So go ahead and do the same thing on this part. Come out by half inches, bring out half inches, come out by half inches from that crease line, and go ahead and iron it out. So now when I was done ironing it out, you find out that our neckline won't align again. The crease line we have excess. Don't worry, just go ahead and trim it out like you see me doing. Just go ahead and trim it out like this. That excess there, just trim it out. Now we have brought out our button stand. Now this half inches we came out for is our button stand, and that will be all for now. Now this is our back piece. So our back piece is going to be having a back shuffle. So I've cut out that already, but I'll be showing you how I went about doing it. So I placed my fabric, my back piece on another fabric, and I make sure that I cut out the shape I have at the neck and at the shoulder part. See what it looks like. Now I cut out the shape I have at the neck and the shoulder part. Then the length of the back shuffle was 9 inches, so you can make use of 8 or 9 inches. So I make use of 9 inches for my back shuffle. Now this is what it should look like. So I'll go ahead and open up this piece like this. Now we are going to be joining the front and the back. We want to join the shoulder of the front and the back. So what we are going to do, we're placing wrong side facing each other. Now you'll be sewing on the right side. It won't be right side facing each other, sewing on the wrong side. See how I'm placing this? I place it on the wrong side facing each other. Please note, and I remove that excess, that 5 inches I went in by. So we'll be sewing on the right side. We are not sewing on the wrong side. Please, I hope you understand this thing. Place it like this, like wrong side facing each other, then you sew it like this on the right side. Don't worry, we are going to be closing that up with our back shuffle. Just do the same thing you see me doing, and make sure that you bring out that your excess for your shuffle, your collar stand. So this is what it's looking like. I've joined the shoulder together. Now I'll bring my back shuffle. Now you will not be attaching it on the back part, no, you'll be attaching it on the front part like this, making sure that your collar stand is separated from your shoulder. Go ahead and join it like this on the front part. Now you'll be making the front part facing each other. That is the front part of the shuffle facing the front part of the right part of your front part of your shirt. So just go ahead and pin it down. Now you go ahead and secure it. After securing it, you'll be turning it over like this. When you turn it over, you find out that it will close that shoulder part that you joined. It's very easy. You now find out that you close it and it's looking very, very neat. Now this is what it's looking like right now. So I've go ahead and secure it like this. You can see it on the right side. This is what it's looking like. Now go ahead and turn it over to the back side, so you see what it's looking like and what it should look like. So this is what it is right now. You can notice that that shoulder part has been closed and everything aligns perfectly. Now I'll go ahead and fold in the hem. I'll go ahead and hem in the part like that, fold it in like this and top stitch. But before doing that, I'll be using my hemming gum to hold it down first. I'll be using my hemming gum and my iron to hold that part down, and I'll go ahead and still stitch on it. So guys, this is what it's looking like right now. You can see how neat it's looking like. So this is what it's looking like, and this is how neat it should look. Yours should look. See the inside. So guys, this is what I'll be using for the sleeve part. So this sleeve part is totally freehand that I did here. So this is what I use. So the length of my sleeve is 9 inches. Is 9 inches, and I add extra 2 inches allowance for hemming. That is 2 inches for hemming. Now my round sleeve is 14 inches. So I mark 7 inches there and I add 1 inches for seam allowance. Now I went out by 10 inches on that part. Then on the upper part, I'll be coming down by 3 inches, and I'll just use my free hand to connect something like this to form a curve for my sleeve. So I said that it was totally a free hand. If you don't know how to draft a basic sleeve, you can drop a comment and I'll be doing a detailed tutorial on that. So just go ahead and do the same thing, and this is all for our sleeve. Then make sure you fold that down part so that when you be hemming it, one part won't be shorter than the other. Then go ahead and cut it out like this. So just watch at what I cut. So this is what it should look like. Then I'll be notching the center part of my sleeve. So this is it. Now I'll be bringing in my shirts to show you guys how we are going to be joining the sleeve. So guys, for you to insert your sleeve, you're not going to be notching at that your shoulder joining. No, that part is no more your center, but you go ahead and arrange your armhole part very well and notch the center part. If you notice, I will do it on the other part. If you arrange it very well like this, so you find out that shoulder joining is no more your center part. It can't be your center part because that the back is excess than the front. So you go ahead and unpin to that new center part that you have like this. Go ahead and unpin it to that place, and you will now go ahead and sew it down with your sewing machine. So you go ahead and sew it down with your sewing machine. So guys, I'm done sewing my sleeve. You can see what it's looking like. It's looking neat and beautiful. Now you hem the down of your sleeve. Go ahead and hem it and close the side of your shirt. So you'll be doing it on the both sides. Go ahead, hem it and close the side of your shirt. So guys, this is what it's looking like right now. We have closed the side of our shirt, and this is what it's looking like right now. It's looking so beautiful and neat. Now the next thing for us to do is to work on our neck part, which is the collar. Now we are going to be taking the neck measurement. Now you'll be folding in that part from your crease line. That is where you'll be taking in your neck circumference for your shirt. So go ahead and take the measurements from that crease line. You can see, so what I have there is 15 inches, which is the same thing with what I took for my neck initially. Now these are the pieces I'm going to be using to draft it. I've noticed I've already had an interfacing to it already. I'll go ahead and fold this piece into two like this. So I'll go ahead and fold it into two like this. Now I'll be minusing 2 inches from that 15 I have. So listen, you'll be minusing 2 inches from that 15 you have, and you'll be left with what? 13 inches. Now go ahead and divide 13 by 2. What you'll be having is 6.5 inches. Now I'll be adding extra half inches for the closing and the sides closing allowance. I'll be having what? 7 inches. So what I marked here was 7 inches. That was what I marked there, 7 inches. Now just go ahead and cut out the excess. I'll go ahead and cut out the excess like this. Now this is what we are going to work with. So at that center part now, you'll be coming up by 3 or 3.5 inches. So mine, I went up by 3.5 inches at that center part, depending on how wide you want this your collar to be. And at this side, I went up by 2 inches. So at this side, I went up by 2 inches. At that center fold, I went up by 3.5 inches. Now I'll be using my cuff to just form a slight cuff like this. Just watch at what I'm doing. I want to just form a slight cuff like this, and I'll be cutting it out. So when I'm done cutting this, I will also go ahead and use this to cut on another piece. Remember that I have 2 pieces for this collar, so I'll be also folding this piece as well. So just go ahead and fold it in, place this one on top, and cut out the same shape that you have, because one, you'll be using one to turn the other parts, because you have to turn the upper part of this collar. So just go ahead and trim it out like this. So that is it. That is all for this collar. Then I'll go ahead and open it up for you guys to see what it looks like. So this is what our cam collar is looking like. Now we'll go ahead and place right side facing each other. Then you will be closing the side like this, and you'll be closing that top part also. Go to your sewing machine, close it up and bring it back. So guys, I'm done closing it. I'll just go ahead and trim out the excess that I have at the side and at that tip part. So just go ahead and trim it out, and now go ahead and turn it out so that your right side will be out. So once you are done turning this, take it to your ironing table and give it a nice press. So guys, this is what it's looking like right now. I'll go ahead and fold it and notch the center part. So you really need to do this, notch the center part. Then go ahead and bring in your shirts and fold that back part like that, fold the neck part and also that back part precisely, and notch the center part as well. If you fold it in, you notch the center part. So that is where you will start to join your collar from. So go ahead and pin it down at that center part. So while joining this your collar, you won't join that your collar stand with it. You will not be joining your collar stand with it. See, I open mine up. So you are going to open it up first and go ahead and pin down this to your neck part, as you can see me doing. Please do not join your collar stand to it. Yes. Just go ahead and pin it, open it up the way you see me doing, and that is it. And go ahead and use 1 inch to stitch it. So guys, I'm done holding that down. Now what you'll be doing with your collar stand now is to go ahead and flip it. So from that your crease line, you'll be folding it in like this. See what I'm doing, please. Just watch carefully and see what I'm doing. Go ahead and fold it in like this and pin it down and hold it. So when you reach at this tip, go ahead and make a little pleat there. Just split it in. So this is totally optional. You can decide not to, but I will tell you to do this. It will help your shirt to come out, your collar stand to come out very nice. So I'll be doing the same thing on that crease line. I'll go ahead and fold it in like this. Watch what I'm doing. Fold it in like this. Remember that the collar is 1 inch shorter in each side because of the 2 inches that we took away. And go ahead and do it like this. So when you reach at that edge again, just form a little pleat there and pin it down. So that is all. Just go ahead and pin it down like this. Now you'll be following that same 1/2 inches to close it. Follow that same 1/2 inches to close it. So see what I did. I followed that same 1/2 inches to close. Now go ahead and notch that part. Notch it so that when you turn this, that place will come out very nice. Now go ahead and bring it out. So see what it's looking like. You can see how relaxed it's looking like right now. So you can see how relaxed it's looking like. Now this is what it should look like. So we are almost done with this shirt. You go ahead and iron it out. Iron it very well for your collar to stand very well. So this is what it should look like. See what it's looking like. Now we are to also hem it down. So from that crease line, you go ahead and also fold it in. So for the down, you use that excess also, that collar stand, to also turn that crease line part. So go ahead and do it the same way you did on the neck part. Just fold it in like this and sew it. And when you finish sew it, you find out that the thing will already give you a fold there. Then you now go ahead and fold in the remaining part of your shirt, of the down of your shirt, as you can see me doing it. So go ahead and fold it in. So guys, this is what it should look like when you are done. So guys, we are done with this shirt. What you are going to do is to weave the necessary part that needs to be weaved, and go ahead and overlock the necessary part that needs to be overlocked. And that to be all for this particular shirt tutorial. You can see what it's looking like. I've not yet ironed this out, but it's looking so beautiful. So guys, if you're able to watch this video to this moment, thank you so much. And please do not forget to like, comment, and also share this video to others. And please, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much.